Hey there. Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about the excitement of getting an offer and you didn't even really do much. You sent over maybe the proposal or they just found you and they sent you over a job offer. So what do I do in that process? You're probably the first time that it happens, you're going to get excited, because it is exciting. You didn't have to, have an interview, they saw your profile. That's the really good validation that your profile is winning jobs for you. Okay. But before you jump the gun and automatically accept that, I want you to do two things. Okay. Promise me you're going to do these two things, or I promise you it's going to come back and bite you in the butt at some point. Okay. Take this from me learning, just learn from my mistake. Okay. So first time I ever got this, I was super excited and I instantly accepted the offer. And then I was like, oh, okay, let me go learn about what they do. And I don't really like to work in politics, and I really don't like to work in a lot of, super, super religious things because I like to be more neutral. And this was a very political topic that I was now going to be working on. Okay. So that was now I have to do this, what I've always not been interested in. And they were paying me a great rate. They paid me above my hourly ask. Then I started digging into looking more into their profile and their history with other freelancers, and it was horrible. And so those things that I was seeing, that I was learning about this client, and I was just devastated. They were horrible to the other freelancers. They didn't pay them. It was just every horror story in the book was in their reviews. And I was like, great, now what did I get myself into? So I made sure from that moment on, before I ever accepted another job, I would do these two things. I would make sure that I reviewed their profile before I even schedule a conversation. And I tell people now that before I accept a job, it's my best practices. It's my process that I set up an initial consultation just to make sure I'm the right fit for them. My skill set matches. Basically, I position myself as, I want to make sure I'm right for you before we get going and you're spending money. So it's a value proposition there. But what it really is I want to make sure that I like them, that I know that I can do the job. And I just want to get a feel for their personalities that you can get so much better on a call, if that makes sense. So first time it happens, it's going to be super exciting, and you might want to jump on it, or you might have a couple, conversations back and forth through messages. But I strongly urge you to still, I understand I don't want to waste an hour wage, or an hour fee on a call if they already want to pay me. Okay, that's one thing, that's fine. But what if you get into one of those not so great situations? You're going to be kicking yourself later, and it's going to be more of a mess. Okay. So that's why I will always give away an hour, up to an hour of my time for free for anyone that wants to have a conversation to see if I'm a good fit and if they're a good fit for me. Okay. Because they might already say I need this done by this time, but then you get on the phone and they're super antsy and they want it done yesterday. Okay. You can pick those type of things up too. There's just so many things that can come across in a call that does not come across in another way. So those are the two things. Super exciting times. Congratulations if you get this, or when you get this. That means that your profile is working for you, but definitely still take the time. Don't let your excitement get the best of you. Make sure that you're owning your best practices and your processes. Have a great day.